Hi everyone, welcome back. When you set up Copilot Studio, security should be very first thing you configure. Today, I'll walk you through top 3 recommended settings to protect sensitive data, enforce access control, and keep AI interactions safe from day one. First up, data policy, also known as DLP. This is where you decide what data sources your Copilot is allowed to use. Microsoft has already made data policy enforcement on by default for Copilot Studio agents. But as an admin, you should fine-tune it too. You can group connectors as business, non-business, or blocked. For example, you might want to block Facebook channel or block chat without Enter ID to stop Copilots from sending data outside your trusted app. So let's go to Power Platform Admin Center and see where it configured the DLP policy. So under Power Platform Admin Center, you go to Security. Under that, you go to Data Privacy, and under that, you have a DLP policy where I already created one. I'm just going to show you. And for the pre-built connector, these two connectors were under non-business. I marked them as a blocked to block chat without Microsoft Enter ID, authentication, and Facebook channel. And impact of this is when you go to your agent and try to publish them in a specific channel, let's say Facebook, as we have blocked it, you will see the message. This channel isn't available because the organization data policy is blocking it or restricting it. And the same way, if I go to settings and if I go to security, authentication, you'll see anonymous authentication is not allowed, which means users should be authenticated with Microsoft using their Entra, right? The second recommendation is permission and sensitivity labels. Not everyone should get the same level of access. You can require end user to sign in with Microsoft Entra ID, so Copilot knows who exactly asking questions. Plus, if your Copilot pulls data from something like SharePoint, you can use sensitivity labels so people only see data they are actually allowed to see. Let's have a quick demo on how Copilot Studio Agent respects sensitivity labels. So in my agent, I've assigned one of the SharePoint side as a knowledge. There are 2 documents underneath, Microsoft Canada Office, which is highly confidential. And the second one is this regular document, Microsoft India Offices. Now I have 2 users. One user who has access to that sensitive information and can have access to those highly confidential information as well. That user, when trying to search for Toronto office address, it gets a response from the agent. However, agent also marks that as highly confidential. On the other hand, there is a user who don't have access to the highly confidential information, and when that user try to access Toronto office address, agent doesn't respond with any outcome. And that's how it's respecting sensitivity labels assigned to those knowledges. Now, let's go to the final and third recommendation, content moderation and auditing. Copilot Studio has built-in moderation that filters out harmful or unsafe responses. By default, it's set to high, but you can adjust it per agent or even per topic. Moreover, Microsoft also provides full audit logs through Purview. That means every interaction, whether it's user question or admin change, get logged. So if someone tries to push boundaries, you'll know. Let me show you where you can adjust content moderation and where to look for audit logs in Purview. So in Agent, when you click on Settings and go to Generative AI, if you scroll down, you'll see the option for or section for moderation. And there are 3 levels of moderation you can define: low, moderate, and high. By default is high. You can adjust and see how it responds. Let's coming back to the audit logs in Purview. So in audit logs, Purview, by default, there is nothing showed up. But if you go and search for Copilot, it's not allowing me to, yeah, okay, cool. Copilot. And you can see who created the bot, who updated it, who published it. Everything is logged with these different events. At the same time, who interacted with those Copilot also get logged. So I run one audit log for you to see how it looks. And as you can see, I interacted with the agent already. This is how it looks. Who did it? User ID. What was the workload? Right? And yeah, what was the app used for that? So it's a Copilot Studio. So there you have it. Your top 3: set up data policy, enforce permission and sensitivity labels, enable content moderation and auditing. Do these 3 things and your Copilot will be on the path of data security from the day 1. Thanks for watching.